Hey guys, gals, friends, and pals. This is Paul, EastX Twitch. Welcome to another episode of Saturday Game School, where we learn about a different game every Saturday of the year. Tonight I'm joined on mic by Tyler.
Hello, guys.
That's the Tyler we know and love. And we are playing yet another Zombie Defense HD for Xbox One. It is an upgraded version of a classic Xbox Live Indie Games title from the 360 days, with apparently very slow loading. There it goes. Bob Jones! Hey, I forgot to mention Bob Jones. Ooh. We'll miss you, my Mitch. Visiting your sister. Too bad you can't see Chicago while you're there.
I see what you did there.
But doesn't he actually live there too? I forget.
I don't know.
No one really does know. Stay alive as long as you can. This has online co-op, and I think maybe local co-op. Not really sure. I'll look at the options. English, blah de blah. Darkness. Let's turn the darkness down. Make it brighter. Gamer tags on. Oh, and you can even turn it to 4K resolution, on or off. For people like me who are running an Xbox One X but on a 1080p monitor, you can have it like this, and that's better for performance, I assume. Alright, so what do you know about this game, Tyler?
I'm guessing it's a zombie tower defense game.
It does sound that way. It comes from a developer known as Awesome Game Studio. Very small developer, as I recall. Excuse me, sorry. We've got a few Polish developers on the list. Is it gray or are there colors? It looks pretty gray. Ace Ventura, does that take place in Chicago? It's been a while. Alright, we've got 3 game modes, T-Dog. Defense, Endless, and Deathmatch.
No, Ace Ventura doesn't take place in Chicago. It takes place in Miami.
Oh, with the Shikaka joke.
Oh, Chicago.
I haven't seen that in such a while. I think I have the Blu-ray with the 2 movies, which is, I think, out of production now. I need to watch that someday. Defense. You can be the guy, the girl, the SWAT, or the dog, which is actually a scientist. Why does it say the dog will be the guy? The doc. Ha! Silly me. What's up, doc? Allow other players to join your game. You can have it be local only, with up to 4 people locally, 4 player, or online. So we're gonna have it online. This is exciting. Does anyone own this game? After you win it, download it right away and join us. How about that? Just having a little root beer, Tyler. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a spiced rum and Pepsi.
Yum. Okay. Alright, enemies drop money when you kill them. You got some decent lighting effects here. Not a very pretty game overall, but... Deadpool, thank you for the wonderful cheer, and I just got an achievement. Score 10,000 points in defense mode. That was totally a gimme. It took mere seconds. Really appreciate that, Deadpool. Watching us all the way from the UK.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you, Deadpool.
We'll see what we can do, Dark Six. Oh, I can buy things or just go to the next night. We'll go to the next night. I don't think we need to buy anything yet. So this is kind of like Gears of War when it lets you buy defenses between rounds of Horde mode.
Huh.
Oh, they are actually a lot faster now, so maybe I should have bought something. Because I got hit a couple times already. Yep, my gun is not up to snuff here.
It looks better than Crimson Land.
Yeah, definitely better visually. Crimson Land is a really good game in my opinion. I did get all the achievements, but obviously they were not even trying with the visuals.
Yeah, I like Crimson Land.
Alright,
But it's
so...
ugly.
Yeah.
It is human, Brian.
Yay, Brian, we're glad you're okay. We were worried about you.
Worried sick, young man.
Yeah, thank goodness Brian's okay. Pickup range. There's that deleted achievement notification from Windows 10. Health regen. And it does have the same kind of thing here where you're picking something that'll help you. I mean, similar anyway. Health regen, or let's go with movement speed. Because price 150 sale. How do I select these different things? Right bumper and left bumper. I got 7,000, so can I not get a better weapon? Stored ammo left infinite. Okay. Yeah, we're trying to figure all this out, guys. Buy a chainsaw. SMG. Prices are pretty reasonable on these things. Shotgun's a bit expensive. Wow, and everything else is more. And things go on sale, so they'll randomly be cheaper than they normally would be. I think that means I do need to buy a wooden barricade. Buy. Oh, and then I can place it where I want. Place. So you have to buy them and place them. Yeah, okay. Buy. Can you not rotate them or something? Place. Doesn't look that way. Yeah, Brian, tell us what's up, because we really were worried. Buy. Yeah, so I guess just having a wall to get them hung up against will be somewhat
Yeah, you
helpful.
can probably use it like to your advantage with like strafing around and stuff, I would assume.
Yeah, I wonder if they can destroy the walls.
I would guess yes.
Armored barricade, that's surely better. Yeah, so then it must be like that. Auto turret, too expensive to buy at this point. Landmine. Guess I could put a landmine in the corner here.
So
Buy.
you have unlimited time until the next wave starts.
Yes, which is nice.
Yeah.
Buy. Place. A couple landmines there in the corners. Pistol is on sale. I don't understand why would you even have to buy a pistol, because that's what I already have. Okay, let's buy one just to see. Wait. Yeah, I really don't understand why that is. I can buy a grenade. I guess I should buy one just in case. I've already got a
Yeah.
chainsaw. Ammo left. Yeah, buy SMG. Spending a lot on that. I hope it'll be worth it. Let's find out. Alright. I like your emoji, BX Latino. Alright. Next night. See how we do here. Don't know how to change weapons yet. Oh, there we go. I switched the SMG. Achievement. Corporal. Yeah, I need to increase my health regen, I guess. Although I do pick up some health icons here and there. Ooh, invulnerability. Let's take advantage of that.
So is the game only actually played at night, and then during the daytime you set up your new
Yep,
like
that's how it
base
works,
or
Tyler.
whatever? It's kind of annoying. I mean, I get it, but I don't like games that are too dark just to like make it harder to see.
You know, in this case, maybe it's for the, I don't know, for atmosphere, I guess.
Possibly.
There's not a lot going on visually with this particular game. Shotgun.
True.
Let's buy a shotgun. Buy ammo. Buy a bunch of shotgun ammo. Okay, that's enough probably. R1 happened yet? What do you mean, darker player? That's true. Freaks only come out at night, Tyler. I believe we all know that. Armored barricade. Buy. Place. And that's going to be better than the other one. Yeah, is that good enough? Next night. Gotta hold on to our money, Tyler.
It looks like you get a lot of money.
Well, I could still use more, Tyler.
Oh, who couldn't?
Yeah. Brian doesn't like going to Walmart after dark.
Don't blame him there.
Chainsaw. Let's use that chainsaw. Boom. Doesn't have a lot of range, obviously, but doesn't use ammo, so it's a good thing to have in this game, I believe. Ah, big monsters. These are not just zombies, they're monsters. Let's get him hooked on the wall. Ah, there's another one. He dropped grenades for me. Yay, another player has joined the game. Awesome. No longer doing it solo. Level up, skill points available. Reloading speed. Yay! Thank you, VX Latino Heat. We much appreciate the cheers. Oh yeah, that's real, old Dicky. A lot of people probably didn't see that article yet. Alright, just increase my health regen. Yeah, I mean, ask for SMG. How do I give him an SMG? I don't understand. Buy? Right, but how do I give it to him? Did he get it when I just bought it? Ain't no telling. It looks like he is at my mercy as far as this stuff goes. 6,000 for an auto turret. Should I spend everything and just put it in?
Yeah, do it.
Alright. Mount a weapon to arm the... Whoa, you have to put a weapon on it? Great. Thanks for nothing.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so let's put SMG, or... I guess we would want to put something better, but we don't have money for anything better, so SMG it is. Mount.
Now you just have to stand there and shoot it, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, let's see how... I think I... What am I using now? I think I'm back to pistol?
Probably.
Shotgun, there's just... Oh, no, okay, I do have an SMG still. Yes, finally we've got a turret. And yeah, that looks like a big help, actually. Hey, leave him alone! Achievement, Sergeant. Ah! The other guy seemed to have been idling, because he wasn't moving at all.
Yeah.
No, I think they killed my turret. Oh, I'm out of ammo! God.
He was mad that you didn't give him the SMG ammo.
I don't know how, it doesn't tell you.
And they killed your turret that cost 6,000?
Yeah, what a waste.
Yeah, there goes your turret plans.
We lose more turrets that way. Can I not pick him up? Doesn't look that way. These zombies suck.
He's just super dead, huh?
Yep. Is he even still in the game?
Oh.
I think he left. SMG is on sale, so let's buy another, buy some ammo. Looks like I need to buy more defenses. Yeah, that is true. I wrote that SNK Heroines article. I do have another small review. Yo, Simius, thank you. I do have another review in the works for another one of those games from Radalaika. Radalaika puts out about a dozen games a week, it seems. Almost always with easy achievements.
Yeah, I feel like they're not quite as fast on PlayStation, but maybe they are, and I just don't know which ones are theirs.
Could be. Could be. Place. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing with these turrets and stuff. It's good to have those things to snag the enemies, though.
Yeah, the walls seem like way more valuable than the auto-fire turret or whatever.
Poor turret. Alright, just spent all my money on that. I need to buy some ammo, too, for my SMG, because I ran out of ammo on that. There we go. Yeah, make a wall around it is what Darker Player says. That was my big mistake. I had a wall on one side, but not around the whole thing. Yo, Wolfblade, glad you made it! Okay, I'm gonna fix another drink real quick after I finish this. Whoa, what was that good sound? Thank you, VX Latino Heat. I thought it might have been Tech Guy. Tech Guy likes to host our stream. So what have you been up to all day, Tyler?
Today is Pro Day at GameStop. So I went to a couple GameStops, but I didn't buy very much.
Yeah.
A couple of little clearance collectibles, and that's about it.
Didn't they have some kind of special where you buy a bag for $5 and then everything you can fit in it is 40% off or something?
Yeah, they had that. They also had a deal where you got 40% off last night on the website, and so if you spent like a certain threshold, so I did buy some stuff last night on the website, a couple of cool statues and some other things.
Ooh, what kind of statue?
One is White Phoenix from X-Men, Jean Grey. I don't actually know the details behind White Phoenix, but it's White Phoenix. because the original Jean Grey statue is hard to find now. So I figured I'd get the White Phoenix one because I like Jean Grey. She's one of my favorites from X-Men. And
Nice.
then statue from Rick and Morty where it's Rick and Morty in the portal. It's kind of cool looking. It's a kid robot statue.
Ooh.
And then a meat tenderizer in the shape of Thor's hammer.
Ha. Sounds like fun. Just smash that meat, huh? Do you
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to get them and see how they look in real life.
do you do a lot of meat tenderizing in real life?
Uh, you know, most mornings.
Interesting, Tyler. Very interesting. That's what it's like to be old, you guys. You know, I enjoy cooking, but I don't believe I've ever done anything that required the tenderization of meat as far as cooking goes.
I'm just gonna buy it as a collectible because I like Thor.
Yeah, that does sound like a cool collectible.
Um,
Different
she's
color
White Phoenix.
costume.
I don't know why she's White Phoenix. I read about it, icky, but I don't remember. It's something to do with one of the X-Men storylines. But there's like Phoenix and Dark Phoenix and White Phoenix. There's lots of Phoenixes.
All those phoenixes. What do you do with them?
That's right. Put them in statues and collect them.
Guess so. So this has some tower defense elements, but I would hesitate to actually consider it tower defense. Especially considering how expensive the towers are.
Yeah. Yeah, I called it tower defense, but it's just called zombie defense, right?
Yeah, so I mean it's inspired by the concept of tower defense for sure,
Okay.
but alright, let's buy some weapons.
Every time she's reborn, once in a while she turns up albino. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
There you go.
Icky should be a comic book writer.
The party was born to play. Shotgun, ammo.
The dark Phoenix statue looks really cool too. They have like 3 Phoenix statues, but I was just made aware of them recently, and so the two have been sold out for a long time.
Ah. Well, I am envious. I've been doing a little shopping, but I think we'll talk about that later, because first I wanted to talk about the movie I watched before the stream, Tyler.
Okay.
Woke up a little early, and the wife and I watched a movie that I bought cheap digitally. Yeah, for $7 I got Hereditary. Have you heard of this movie?
Nope.
It came out around June of this year. Wifey really wanted to watch it, but I was busy with my school certification. Yeah, my certification school. That's it. So for that reason, we couldn't go because I just had to go to that all day, every day, and she barely ever even feels like watching a movie. So we just didn't. The timing did not work out there. She's more of a homebody. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Hereditary is a scary movie. I went in without knowing anything about it. Invisibility. Why are they still chasing me if I'm so invisible? Who knows? Ah, there's a big wolf now. Great. Just what we needed. Killed him, though. And he dropped a bunch of money. Yeah, Hereditary. Has anybody in the video seen it? All I knew about it, obviously, is that it was going to have some kind of familial concept, because that's what the Hereditary means, Tyler. Did
Like
you?
those little stupid things where you had to make like a XX and XY and YX and YY tables.
Yeah, in biology class.
Yeah, what are they called? Gene tables, something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that. Dominant recessive genes.
Yeah, those things.
Yeah, so man, Brian really has not watched a lot of movies this year. He likes going to the theater at least somewhat, although he often waits a few weeks, it seems, because our Brian is a little antisocial, I think is why he does it. Let's see, Flamethrower is on sale, and so is Freeze Gun. Which would I enjoy more?
Uh, Freeze gun.
Alright, Freeze Gun it is. Buy some ammo. All the ammo we can afford. So yeah, I don't want to give up away. Like, if you are interested in scary movies, Hereditary is very creepy. I would say it's creepy in the same sort of like the original Exorcist. Although, I mean, like, more things happen and it's gorier, so I wouldn't say just like. But it's real atmospheric like The Exorcist was. That's why I make the comparison. So compare to The Conjuring, where there's a bunch of little CG scary things that happen. It's like it's much more understated, but there are things, and they are really really freaky, and you're better off not knowing about them before you see it. Let's see, place. Interesting beasts, Mongbox says. Yeah, I was hoping somebody in the audience would have seen it. It starts out. I can tell you how it starts just with the premise. You got this family. The lady's an artist. She makes miniatures, and the miniatures play into the movie, and they're pretty interesting. And her mother dies. That's the beginning of the movie. She has two kids, a boy and a girl. And a lot of sad stuff happens in this movie. Place. Why is it not letting me place anything? There we go. Maybe I wasn't walking far enough. Yeah. No, I don't know. Maybe have I hit the limiters? Maybe I can't build down past a certain place. Who knows? Place. Yeah, it looks like you have a limited range with which you can even place your junk.
Just like in real life.
Oh, cool. Dark Six saw the Nun, and that is another one the wife is interested in. Yes, exactly like real life.
I never heard of the Nun. I'm not a scary movie type of guy. I'm assuming that's another scary one.
Yeah, it actually got a little criticism because they ran advertisements for the Nun in front of some YouTube videos that were not necessarily scary videos, and in front of at least one place, a theater played it in front of like a kids G-rated movie. This scary ad, so that's pretty funny.
Yeah, they need to pay attention, just a little bit of attention to that.
Yeah, come on, guys. Buy some ammo. All right. Anyway, yeah, The Nun is a spin-off of The Conjuring. What can I say? Hereditary has some. You guys just need to watch it. And this place where I've told you before, I buy discount digital codes from this guy. So it was $7 to see this recently released movie, And if I really like it, I can go buy the Blu-ray later. But at least I'm able to watch it and see if I like it or not. And rentals, rentals on new movies are typically like $4 or so. So it's not even very much more. Yeah, Icky, you'll have to let me know what you think. Okay, next night. Here we go. Shotgun. No, SM.
I don't rewatch movies very often, so unless it's something I know I really like, I usually just rent it.
Yeah, I'm not even a huge movie rewatcher, but I will from time to time. Freeze gun. Here we go. Let's freeze these guys. Stay away. It does slow them down. I don't know if it's actually hurting them or not. And my life is really low, so I'm about to get a game over.
Yeah, it might be. Actually, freeze gun might be better when you have other people playing, so someone is freezing while everyone else is shooting or something.
Yep, just died. Back. 9,248 so approximately 9,800 people have played this game. Yeah, I would also rather see Predator. People are saying Predator's not great, but they do say it has a nice 80s movie vibe to it. So I probably would really dig that. Back. And Tyler, I don't know, it sounds to me like you might even enjoy it. Do you like any of the old Predator movies?
I only saw the original, and then I saw Alien vs. Predator. It's okay. Like, it's very, very 80s, the old ones.
The original has this weird sense of humor to it, like the early part of the movie has a lot of really silly jokes and stuff. Like Jesse Ventura's character, he says that he's a sexual dinosaur or something, or a sexual tyrannosaurus. Just bizarre lines, and they're intended to be funny, and they are. And then later on, when the horror starts, when the Predator starts hunting people down, then it's just all serious after that, basically.
Yeah.
And the guy who wrote the new one, Shane Black, who also wrote Iron Man 3, everyone's favorite Iron Man movie, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, he is a good writer, and he had a small bit part in the original Predator. Like, he played one of the soldiers who gets killed early on. Yeah, The Rock would be really cool in a Predator movie, actually.
Yeah, he actually would. I agree with that, too.
He's the closest...
The Rock's in everything, but...
True. I mean, he's a little overexposed. He says yes to too many things, I'd say.
Yeah,
But he is the closest thing we have to Arnold Schwarzenegger nowadays. You know,
yeah,
I guess second closest would be Dave Bautista if he was in more things, but he's not in a whole
yeah.
lot.
He's not a lot. I don't know. He'd be interesting, like in a full-fledged role. I've only ever seen him in Guardians.
Same. Oh, he was in one of the James Bond movies too. So I can join somebody's game. They're real far into it. Let's join this one that has 3 people already.
All right, it's time to ruin their run.
Yeah, just what I always wanted. Movement. There we go. So they've got some fancy barriers here. Not a whole lot of barriers. Oh, and I got a bunch of money, so I can buy my own things. Why was that? Oh, no, no, I can't. They're buying all kinds of things. Sniper rifle, what's on sale? Oh, I have nothing. Thanks, guys. I got nothing.
I'm sure you'll be fine with your pistol.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll stand here in this middle and just shoot. Yeah, that's true, Human Brian. And I mean, that's true of The Rock as well. You know, The Rock is got to be a big millionaire, but he just really enjoys doing movies. Oh yeah, Batista was in the new Kickboxer, which nobody really liked, and which I would have seen if Jean-Claude Van Damme played his original character, but instead he plays a different character. So having him in that movie is kind of disappointing. You know, the original Kickboxer got a bunch of made-for-video sequels, and in the made-for-video sequels, Van Damme's character dies off screen. You know, like he's dead at the beginning of part two.
Uh-huh.
'Cause, you know, he wouldn't come back to do a cheap movie, I guess. I don't know if they even asked him. But, you know, that's like a really mean thing to do, like killing off the main guy from the last movie. Reminds me of Alien 3, which you know I hate.
Yes, you do. That's the only Alien I haven't seen. Actually, I haven't seen the brand newest one. What's the new one called?
Covenant, Alien Covenant.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either.
Yeah, which is really a Prometheus movie, but
Yeah,
a little alienish.
Prometheus is pretty great though.
Oh yeah, I know how much you love it, Tyler.
I like when the thing was rolling and then they just kept running the same direction it was rolling instead of just splitting off into a different direction.
Those were smart people.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in that movie was basically the cream of the crop. And the writing bore that out.
Top notch.
Dwayne is at the top of his game. Yeah, I guess you could say that, Human Brian. I'm trying to think of what else. We've had a little movie news this week, Tyler. You know, a certain guy named Henry Cavill. Are you familiar with this actor, Henry Cavill?
Superman?
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah. Well, it turns out that he's not Superman anymore. He has been fired.
Oh, I thought he quit.
It depends on who you ask. Some people say he quit. Some people say he was fired. I think he was fired.
Huh.
You see, here's what happened. They wanted him to do a cameo in the new Shazam movie, which actually would have been really cool. Like, Superman and Shazam go well together because Shazam is sort of inspired by Superman, you know? Like, the character draws inspiration from Superman in that world. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's his hero, etc.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and so... Oh, no. Our power's blinking out. I hope my internet's not going to die. Yeah, anyway... He couldn't do the cameo because apparently he had signed up for too much stuff, supposedly, so his schedule did not allow him to do the cameo, so they let him go. You're right, Human Brian. But can you believe it, Tyler? Can you believe it?
That he's gone?
Yeah. He's gone.
Maybe they'll just reboot everything again.
I actually really hope they do, and Brian is saying he would like for them to do that too. See, they've got a Wonder Woman who people like, and Aquaman may end up being a likable guy after he gets his own movie. We'll see. But Batman is basically out, and Superman is now out, so their shared universe is falling apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Henry Cavill, he's a good actor, but he was in a bunch of bad movies. Like, every one of those movies that he's in is bad. Some people do like Man of Steel, but if you like Superman, it's a terrible Superman movie. And guess what? It was a Superman movie, so for it to be bad with Superman is not good. Then he's in Batman Loves Superman, which is a train wreck, and then he's in Justice League, which is still kind of a train wreck. but apparently a little bit better than the one before it. Did you like any of those, Tyler?
I haven't seen any of them.
Good man. You're not missing anything. No, I mean, like, it's really hard for me not to go see a movie with characters that I like, so, like, it was really hard for me to skip Batman, Love Superman, and all that, but it had to be done. Yeah, I mean, they could put it on a different Earth. That is a DC concept. They have multiple alternate Earths. Yay, that was a good sound. Thank you for following, Creepy Pancakes. We'll just have to see how they handle it. They are working on a Supergirl movie, apparently fairly seriously, and so apparently they're just going to do her for a while and then bring back somebody else as Superman, is the current plan. Oh, I sound terrible right now. So, Clevin Casey, how's it going? Yes, and they could use a Flash movie and do a Flashpoint storyline and recast the people they lost and fix the terribly conceived dark universe that Zack Snyder pooped out of his butt and forced upon us all. Spelling is very hard. I know how you feel. Alright. Oh, Cloven Casey. What won't you misspell? Yeah, we'll see, Dark Six. We'll see. Who knows what's going to happen. And they've put a new... They've sort of... I think they create a new company to be over... Or, like, I don't know, oversight of the DC movies has changed a little, but it doesn't sound like they have a good Kevin Feige type character yet. Somebody with vision to actually run those movies and right the ship.
Mm.
That was sort of the problem
Well,
all
the guy
along.
who does it at Marvel.
Yes. Yeah, and he's very talented. He's responsible for all of their success. It's not just that they cast Tony Stark well, it's really the leadership and the choices he makes about which movies they make next, etc.
Yeah, because it's hard to balance. Because I don't know, but like all it takes is one actor to want to leave to like screw things up.
Yep.
Marvel really hasn't run into that, so they've been managing it well.
Yeah, they've recast a couple people all on their
Yeah,
own, not because the actors wanted to.
they're the ones who forced the actors to leave.
Yes. Yeah,
Was
but
who was the first who was the guy they cut out of Iron Man before they brought in Don Cheadle?
Terrence Howard.
Yeah, did they force him out because his contract was just paying too much?
Yeah, what happened is his contract said he was the highest paid guy in the original Iron Man because apparently he was a bigger star than Robert Downey Jr. at that time. Yeah.
Yeah, he had just won an Academy Award or been nominated or something.
Yes, and so to come back for part two, he would have had to take a big pay cut, and he didn't like that, and he also, I think, openly criticized them as well. And those two things led to him getting fired. He is a good actor. He is very good in a show called Empire, which is available to watch on Hulu, and I think it actually comes on Fox or something. I forget which channel.
Yeah, it's on Fox.
Yeah, Empire is a great show. I really like it. Maze would hate it, I'm sure, because most of the actors are black. But yeah, anyway, he's not a good human being. He's a misogynist. He is kind of a jerk. People don't like him as a person very much, but he was good. He had a better chemistry with Robert Downey Jr. than Don Cheadle has.
Yeah, I think so too. Don Cheadle doesn't have a lot of. Don Cheadle's not, to me, not the right fit for that role, but it's also not a big role.
Yeah.
But Hume and Brian says they didn't get along, the actors, which I can believe.
If so, I'm a little surprised because they did have that good chemistry going. Oh God, I'm getting.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. was washed up at the time for sure.
Yes. Yeah, he had a real life drug problem. He was in a bunch of movies in the 80s. Like, I've talked about one of them that we watched. I forget what it was called, Tough Enough or something. Yeah, he played a lot of movies where his characters had to deal with drugs and stuff, and then he ended up actually having that problem. Poor guy. Alright. Oh man, I hope they'll rebuild everything, because I don't even feel like messing with that stuff. Yeah, anyway, I still miss Terrence Howard. I also miss Edward Norton as Bruce Banner and the Hulk, although I know a lot of people like the new guy better in this. What's his name? Mark Ruffalo? Yeah. Oh man,
Mark
they didn't
Mark
rebuild anything.
Ruffalo.
Man, we're all out of all kinds of ammo. Oh god, we're gonna lose. So this game
I
looks
only,
like playing with friends would be the way to play it.
yeah,
What,
for sure. I only saw the Ed Norton Hulk once, but I did like it. But I don't really remember him. I don't know what happened.
People are really
But
hard on it. It was a good Hulk movie. Like the
I think
comics,
so.
that is what that the movie is just like the comics. A lot of people don't want a Hulk movie that's like the comics. I sure did, and I was very happy with it. Oh, great. I think one of the people left. Yeah, somebody left. Zombie party. That's what it was like, isn't it? What's happening? Oh, they killed the game. So we'll join a different game because I don't feel like hosting my own. Gotta be the girl. PDC2, what's that stand for, Darker Player? Pretty dang convenient, too. Can't say anything bad about convenience, can we? Are you still around, Jono? Jono was very patiently waiting for my good news, so I want to go ahead and talk about it. If that's okay with you, T-Dog.
Knock yourself out.
Yay! Okay. Yeah, so I've already told a few people, but guys, I got paid on Friday from the school for the first time. And I was very surprised that I got a real teacher paycheck and not a substitute teacher paycheck like what I had been promised. So, so basically it was like more than twice as much money as what I was expecting. And check it out. I mean, like, you know, money, how tight money has been, and I don't have any family who will help me with money. You know, like my mom is always broke, so she can't help me. Like our cable, our bill was like 2 days overdue, and like past into the cutoff time. You know, they were going to cut off our internet, and I was very concerned about having to. Yeah, I knew I would get paid so I could reconnect it on Friday, but I'm just sitting here waiting for that to happen and have to pay the fee, you know, and all that junk. And then I check my bank account. It's like, whoa, that's a lot of money. And it was just such a wonderful, wonderful surprise. Thank you,
Yeah,
Thyrenia.
that's awesome.
Yeah, and so I paid all those bills right away. I paid my credit card bill, which I was very concerned about, and you know, our electricity, our cable, the phone bill, just all the bills paid. Bam. And then I still had enough money left over. Out, just got killed. To spend a little on myself. And you know, I've been wanting to replace my PlayStation 4 Pro. That's been ever since it was stolen in January. You know, I've been upset about that. Thank you, everybody. So yeah, I looked around. Yeah, no, I knew where it came from, but I just couldn't believe how much it was because it was more than twice what I expected to get, what they told me I would be getting. You know, because I knew in October I would get a paycheck like this, but to get one in September, it was like, whoa, all this money that I wasn't planning for. Yeah, so anyway, I have ordered a Spider-Man PlayStation 4 Pro, which the only bad thing about that, obviously, it has been out for a few weeks, so the only places you can get it are places that jack up the price. But Newegg had some bundled with the PSVR headset, so you have to get it with a bundle, but there's no markup beyond that. So I figured that was the best thing to do, Tyler, because I want a PSVR anyway, especially since you have one. I can't just be behind you, Tyler.
Right.
So yeah, I went ahead and did that. I've ordered it. It's going to ship on Monday, and I should get it before next weekend. And India's going to be really excited because she wanted a VR headset for Christmas last year, and I couldn't afford it. But now we'll have a VR headset she can play, and the PS4 VR Hatsune Miku game was on sale for half off, so I went ahead and got that. So she'll be all set. Yeah, it comes with Doom, and I'm hoping to hopefully get Killing Floor Incursion for it if I can talk one PR out of that. Streaming VR games. Can you stream them? PSVR? Tyler?
No clue.
Man, I really want to know.
I think it just shows whatever's on the screen.
Well, I mean, doesn't the bundle come with everything you need? Please tell me the bundle comes with everything, because that bundle
Oh
is
yeah.
$300.
Yeah. Why someone say it doesn't come with everything?
Brian's asking if I have the other things I need. Yeah, it's the Doom PSVR bundle, so it's going to come with Doom, which is cool. I still haven't even played Doom besides playing it at trade shows, at QuakeCon and such.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all you need is well, you need a camera. I don't know about like the Move controllers if you have any of those or if you need those.
I think I do have two around, but I really hoped it came with it.
They definitely don't unless they say they do.
Oh boy. Okay. Because it uses the same one from the PS3, which is good for people like me who had them sitting around, but is not very good otherwise. I would think they should have
Right.
designed nicer ones.
Yeah, they got lazy on it. They're like, oh, we already have these. These exist. We don't need to make new ones.
Yeah, I mean, they might as well. I mean, now that PSVR is sort of a sales success, isn't it? Supposedly.
They're like over 3 million, so that's not bad for an expensive peripheral.
Yeah, and I think it's actually the most successful VR platform because of
I would
that.
guess so because of the price too.
Yeah, so, I mean, design a new controller now. Like Oculus has its fancy optional controllers, do that. Okay, it's got everything but the moves, so I need to make sure that I have those. I'm gonna have to look.
Yeah, it'll definitely have like all the stuff you need. And the camera, like to make it run. You just and most games you can play with a controller, but some games do need the moves. Like Doom, I'm sure just plays with a controller.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because
It might
otherwise,
work with the yeah. How are you gonna like move?
right? Yeah, so I mean that's exciting because I've been wanting Spider-Man. Everyone's talking, like at the place where I do all my chatting. Since sadly our chat community has been dropping the ball as of late. At Film Family, they're all so into Spider-Man. They talk about it all the time, and I'm sitting there looking in from the outside, being sad. But now I'll be able to play it too on the Pro, and I'll be able to get God of War if I want, or whatever that Zelda-like 3D game with the robot dinosaurs is.
Horizon.
Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn, right? Is that what it is?
Yep.
Jonah says Spider-Man is very good. Yeah, it's a shame that Xbox is. I think Xbox is waiting for the next generation to do a VR headset because obviously they've like sort of halfway given up on this generation. Don't you think, Tyler?
Well, I mean, yeah, they put a lot of effort into old games that already exist and like making them available, which is nice. But like they're big on backwards compatibility and stuff. But like, there's nothing that's super encouraging going forward.
Oh, Brian, that would be really nice. Thank you. Yeah, I would really. I've been wanting to try Horizon for a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Horizon's
and I think the reason they are doing that is they've made the hard financial decision that they can't get enough compelling exclusives out for this exact generation in time.
right. I
So they're
agree.
building up
Yeah,
for digging
because
in for the next one.
didn't they announce Gears 5 and hint at a new Halo?
Yes. Well, like
And
there's
those,
in fact I think there's real the new Halo is actually announced, I think.
oh, was it? I don't remember. Those might be, but again, those are like the same two exclusives that everyone expects without like anything exciting or promising or new.
Yeah, like Gears, Halo, and Forza will please people who are already on board with Xbox, but you need
Right.
new things that will bring in new people. Halo
Yeah.
Infinite, there we go. You're wrong about that, Icky. There's Killing Floor Incursion. There's a Killing Floor game, and plus, uh, Skyrim VR would be. Have you heard good things about it? I would imagine Skyrim VR would be
It
pretty
got
cool.
okay reviews, not amazing. I don't know what the issues were. I never liked the Elder Scrolls series anyway, so I never played the VR version.
Dang. You're wrong about that, Icky. Killing Floor is the bomb. Yeah, Brian's right. Well, I think those of us who don't have VR don't read a whole lot about it, etc. So, a good VR game comes along, why would we care about it? Because we're sitting it out. But now I will no
Right.
longer be sitting it out. Ha! Icky wants to play adult games. Oh, Icky, that's the Asian way, though. I don't blame you.
It's the way he was born and raised.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and isn't there a Dead or Alive beach volleyball in VR?
I have no idea.
I really
Sounds
think,
sounds right.
yeah, either it exists already or it is coming out. I forget. Anybody know how much this game costs? It's got to be pretty reasonably priced considering the graphical assets. Yeah, somebody in the audience let us know what this game costs so we can talk about it. Ha. Hey, Wolfblade, I've got a lady too, and I still like a little interesting content from time to time. $4.99. Cool, it's a $5 game. That is a reasonable price for what you get. Um, it's not really my cup of tea. I don't hate it. And if I was playing just with friends and we were all thinking about it and not other things, then maybe I'd be more into it. But it's kind of too clunky and indie for my taste. What do you think, Tyler?
It hasn't done much to impress me.
Yeah, you don't miss. You're not feeling envious of this hot Xbox exclusive?
We were just talking about Xbox exclusives, and
Oh,
here
yeah.
we have one right now.
Bam!
A real system seller.
Yeah, look what you guys are missing out on the PlayStation side, Tyler and Simius. That's the spirit, Thyrinia.
They should turn this into like a $40 retail release that Microsoft publishes.
That's the kind of thing they would do.
It'll take about 3 years for the sequel to come out.
Oh yeah, and then they'll release content packs for it every 3 months or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Dark Six. That is a good question. Yes, Brian and I have pre-ordered Neo Geo Minis from Amazon. Oh, I am so pumped for that. It comes out in America on October 15th. $110, which is much better than what we were expecting because we were ready to pay up to $150 for it. So, Tyler, do you know about the Neo Geo Mini?
It has a lot of fighting games on it.
Yes, but the international version, the non-Japanese version, has a much better ratio, Tyler. Like the Japanese version has 24 fighting games. The international version, I think it's 14 fighting games. So it's like, I mean, the Neo Geo was a fighting game platform, mostly fighting games. But so this one has got more than half platformers and shooters and sports games and stuff. So it'll have something for everybody.
I don't even know what Neo Geo was. Was that a home console that played arcade games?
Well, that's the thing. It was a real arcade platform, like there were real arcade Neo Geo cabinets, and you could also buy it at home. That was the most amazing thing. Slightly adjusted for the home, like they would give you like 3 credits or whatever. Achievement. But yeah, it was the only way you could buy real arcade games at home. They called it 24-bit. I think it was really like 16-bit with a whole bunch of extra beef to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, those games at the time they blew Super Nintendo and Genesis out of the water. Like, they were amazing looking. But the games, they were huge. Arcade games used a lot of storage back then. So, like, whereas your average Super Nintendo game was 8 megabit, sometimes more, these games would be anywhere from, like, 100 to 300 or 400 megabits. Like, way bigger. But those cartridges, they were $250 to $350.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, can you imagine paying that much for a home game? But compared to buying an arcade machines are thousands of dollars.
Right.
Yeah, so it's not like they were ripping people off, but still, only rich people could afford it. And we're talking about back in the 90s, so money was worth more back then. Because of inflation.
Huh.
Yeah, but I mean, if you were into arcade games like I was, it would have been really cool to own. There was a place in town that rented it, so a couple times I rented one and played like the original Fatal Fury. I rented that, and I think maybe a beat 'em up of some kind. Yeah, and now you can buy those Neo Geo games individually on Xbox, PS4, and Switch for $8 a pop, and that's pretty neat too. But with this, you get 40 games, so that's, if you were buying them $8 a pop, 40 games is think of how much that would be, 8 times 40. That would be $300 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got a built-in 3.5-inch screen. It looks like a little arcade machine, it's real tiny. Built-in 3.5-inch 4:3 ratio screen, so it's the right ratio for those games, which is kind of cool. And little tiny arcade stick and buttons.
Can you plug it into a TV and play on a...
Yes, it has HDMI output, and it has 2 controller ports, so you can buy controllers, which are $26 each. and play, two-player quite naturally that way. So it's a neat little device. The HDMI output though does like apparently the screen quality like it's kind of intentionally a little bit blurry, supposedly to simulate what playing on an old-fashioned TV was like. But not everybody likes that. Like, why would you not give people the option? And it doesn't.
Yeah.
So if you can deal with the HDMI out not being great, which I think I can, it's going to be just a really cool collectible to have. And I've talked about how I want to take it to class occasionally, and like on goof off days, which you have towards the end of the semester and such. Yeah, HDMI mini out, so you can either buy an HDMI cable and use an adapter, or get a mini HDMI cable, which I think I have, and output it that way. Yeah, also, I'm going to try to start a video game club. Like, I have to pick up the forms on Monday, but once or twice a week after school, kids can come in and we'll sit around and play and talk about video games. So, I just thought that would be fun to do. And so, in the little Neo Geo Mini and the Super Nintendo Mini and Famicom Mini and all that stuff, I can bring those up to school very easily and let the kids
Those
play
are
them.
easy to look around.
Yeah. So, I can't wait for that. I've got it pre-ordered. The initial pre-order, like Amazon only opened up a tiny amount of pre-orders and they sold out in 2 minutes. And then later in the day, thankfully, they allocated more. I don't know why they did it that way. But $110, that is more than the $80 Super Nintendo Mini, and you only get the built-in one controller. But it has the screen, and plus those games are huge games, like compared to the size of a Super Nintendo game. So, anyway, I think it is really cool. Thank you, Jonah. Yeah, and hopefully we'll be able to hack it and add more games, because even though it has 40 games, it's missing third-party games and also some first-party games that people would have enjoyed to have on it, Because you're always going to have to leave some cool stuff out. But Tyler, King of Fighters, and Metal Slug, those are both Neo Geo games. They were originally in Neo Geo arcades, and you could buy them at home. So
Ah.
those are games surely you have heard of, especially Metal Slug.
Yeah, I've heard of both of them. I haven't. I've played a little bit of Metal Slug. It's hard.
Yeah, because they were designed for arcades, So
Yeah, it's a quarter sucker.
But if they are modifiable, if you can add your own games or like maybe mod in better quality stick or whatever, that kind of stuff will be a lot of fun for me.
Cool.
Yes, Neo Geo is owned by SNK, who's still around, and they made recently SNK Heroines, which I reviewed at Electric Bento. Have you heard of that one?
Just from your review.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that one is a spiritual successor to an old Neo Geo Pocket Color game, which I actually owned because I was real into the Neo Geo Pocket Color, although mine was stolen, sadly. My sister used to hang out with some rough people, and one of them stole it from our house, and they stole like 20 DVDs from me and a watch and some other stuff. So that really sucked.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, both of my sisters have the worst taste in boyfriends. Just, the crappier the guy is, the more likely they're going to want to make babies with him. And then they do. Agreed, Brian. How many... Darker Player is asking how many Metal Slug Neo Geo games were there. The answer is, I think, 5? Could be 6. One of them, Metal Slug X, is like a champion edition of Metal Slug 2, like where they just tweak some things and stuff. So it's not really like a separate game, but people like the X version better. Dark Six says it was 5. Thank you. Besides the PlayStation 4 and the VR bundle that I ordered from Newegg, I also got a little spendy and I ordered a Famicom Mini at last because I've been wanting one.
The NES Mini from Japan.
Yes, the Japanese version of the NES Mini is the Famicom Mini. Famicom looked really cool. Like, in my opinion, it looked cooler than the NES. Just although the Famicom is it's still, it's an awkward look. Like the Super Famicom, I think we can all agree is much better designed than the Super Nintendo. Like more elegant and colorful. The Famicom is a weird visual design, but I still like it. Anyway, the controllers are built in instead of removable, and they're tiny because the Famicom's controllers actually docked onto the console. And so it comes with 2 tiny little controllers, so you're talking about like Game Boy Advance Mini or whatever it was. What was the Game Boy Micro? That's what it was, right?
Oh yeah, this tiny one.
Yes. Yeah, Dark Six. It was a lot. I bought those things, and I still have enough. I still have money left over, for food and whatever else I need. It was very, very nice. And I still have a couple of little checks coming in from the hotel and the after-school job. Although my last day at the after-school job was Friday, so I'm out of there now, and I'll miss it because I liked that place. And I turned in my 2 weeks notice at the hotel last night.
That'll be nice for you to be done with that.
Yes, can't wait. Yeah, guys, being a teacher in Texas starts at 50,000 or more per year. So divide that up. That's more than 4,000 a month. It's pretty awesome. I mean, and yeah, some of you guys have already had that level of success, but I never have. So it's really great to finally be there.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yes, much better than working a bunch of jobs and never having any time and being tired all the time, etc. Darker player, I don't know, but at least now that I make a lot more money, I may put a little money into the holiday stream somehow, or I may not. So no promises, but we'll see. Obviously, I'm going to ask people for codes as always. There's got to be a new Jackbox Party Pack coming out this fall, is there, Tyler?
There's always a Jackbox Party Pack coming out at some point.
Yes, that's right. Hotel for 2 more weeks, and I wish I could just quit right away, but I have to do it right because I've been at that place a lot of years. Thank you, VX Latino. Oh, it's so nice, Tyler. Lisa didn't feel like going anywhere for supper tonight, so I just ordered pizza, and I didn't have to worry about it or anything. Just like, okay, I'll order pizza, like normal people do. And
Nice.
yeah, up until now, if I was gonna eat out, particularly on pizza, which is like you always have a delivery charge and a tip to worry about. It's like if you eat out, you're being irresponsible. It's like, oh great, well that's one less thing I get to do one less obligation I can do easily or whatever. But yeah, being able to just afford it is really cool.
Nice.
Yep, it was Papa John's pizza. Some people hate Papa John's because the main guy on Papa John's is apparently kind of a white supremacist guy. But he got fired and now he's trying to get back in or something. I forget exactly how it went, but he said some really dumb things. He used the N-word, etc. And so he got ousted, old Papa John. But I still like their food a lot, and I still go to Chick-fil-A even though they have some bad things in their history.
Yeah, supposedly Chick-fil-A was going to come to our campus, and the students voted no, which kind of sucks. I mean, it's fine if that's what they want to do. I have no problem with it. But the food we have on campus now sucks and is super expensive, so it would have been a nice alternative.
We really appreciate Awesome Game Studio for donating the codes and everything. It's not an expensive game, and it's not my kind of game, but hey, it's nice to be able to show off different kinds of games like this.
The chat is talking about pizza chains. I think, honestly, Little Caesars is probably my favorite out of Little Caesars, Pizza Hut, Domino's, and Papa John's.
Wow, I'm surprised to hear you say that.
Yeah, I'm probably in the minority, but the last time I ordered Domino's was awful, and then I've had issues with Papa John's too, and then I don't order from Pizza Hut very much. They're very doughy.
I like Pizza Hut okay, don't love it. Domino's I like pretty well. Little Caesars to me has a very cardboard-like texture. Like I eat it and I derive no pleasure from it. So like it's like you get so much fat and calories from any pizza you choose to eat, right? So it better be really good. And for me, Little Caesars that I get here in Lake Jackson is not good. So I don't know if it's different in other places or
maybe I just have
whatever.
a lucky Little Caesars. I don't know, but yeah, it's the one I go to, and then obviously I go to. Well, we have a place called Papa Murphy's, which is take and bake, which is it's not just local, but it's not across the country either.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with it.
They have really good pizza, but you do have to bake it at home. But baking a pizza is not hard. You preheat the oven and you put the pizza in and you take it out. It's not like you actually have to cook anything.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Does it still take like just 20 minutes to cook?
Yep. Yeah, 12 to 18 minutes.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, no, they're really good. The quality is definitely a step up from like the chains, in my opinion.
And what do they cost?
Anywhere from 7 to 12 or $7 to $14. So it totally depends on how many toppings you want. Like they have a really good deal for just a $7 two topping that has pepperoni and sausage on it right now.
Ooh. Well, Papa John's has a good deal going on that I thought I would share with people. For $10, you can get their new Italian pizza. The main feature of the Italian pizza is that it has actual Italian dressing on it, which
Huh.
sounds horrible, and I'm not going to try that. But you can get them to make it with regular sauce instead. So I do that, but it has like a total of 5 toppings, and the special is $10. So $10 for a 5 topping large pizza is
Yeah,
a
good
pretty good
deal.
value. Yeah, and you can change those toppings.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so if you choose to take advantage of that, guys, just tell them no sauce if you don't think that. I mean, no Italian dressing if you don't think that sounds good.
Papa John's has a lot of sports promos too. Like if your local team wins, like you have to pay a little bit of attention. But if your local team wins, you can order for like 50% off and things like
Ooh,
that.
yeah, that's pretty neat.
Yeah,
That kind of thing. If you were already into sports, it would just be like, yay, one more thing to be happy about.
yeah. Like my family doesn't like sports really at all, but the Utah Jazz, that like they'll know when the Utah Jazz win just because they get half price pizza.
And I think I forget if it's McDonald's or Taco Bell or whatever, but a few of our little fast food places do that as well.
Yeah.
So I guess you guys must be wondering, are we going to have some upgrades to the stream now that I'm making better money again? And the answer is yes. Hopefully, I'm hoping by next month we'll have some upgrades to the stream. And when Black Friday comes around, I'm going to try to get a lifetime license from XSplit because I know they put on sale around then.
Smart.
So Black Friday is going to be fun this year, Tyler. Like, get all my Christmas
You're gonna
shopping
have a little
done.
bit of money to spend.
Yes, I may even, and I know I need to be saving. I am going to save towards getting a much better car because I'm going to buy a little cheap car and then live with that for a little while. But yeah, I want to kind of maybe upgrade our family's main TV in the living room. We'll see. Because I mean, big TVs, like there's some nice TV deals nowadays. 4K TVs that you can get for like 500 or 700 or whatever. My family TV right now, all those years ago when I bought it, that cost me like $2,200, I believe.
Yeah, TVs have gone way down in price.
So that's nice. Brian, I like XSplit, and especially once I replace my computer with a better one, I will no longer have resource issues. And so, user interface is a big deal to me, and OBS still has well, no, I mean maybe I'll try that fancier OBS when I do replace my little Ultrabook with a better computer. But again, I can't see an open source platform having anyone involved with the user interface design who can compete with what XSplit does. We'll see. Oh, and the green screen, how for a little while we were trying to get donations for a green screen, but that didn't seem to compel our audience very much, Tyler.
Hmm.
But I do want a better green screen. But there's one that's only like $60, I think, where you attach it to your chair. It's like a big circle or a big rectangle that you just slide over your chair, and it gives you a green screen background without taking up so much room like my old thing did, or even like the Elgato does. The
Oh,
Elgato did.
interesting.
Yeah, so the price is really reasonable, and I think it will meet our needs if it's big enough. So that'll be cool.
Yeah, that does sound cool.
Yes, I will be. And again, I'm about to have a lot more free time because I'm leaving both of my little side jobs. So I will spend some time with Dr. Sabota, and hopefully we'll get the visual aspect of the stream fully upgraded as well before too long.
Ooh.
Certainly by Christmas. We'll have an intro video, an ending video, a new layout where we don't cover up elements of the game screen. Oh, it's going to be great. And then watch, if we do all those upgrades and we still don't like increase our rate of growth, that'll be really frustrating. But hey, at least we will have given it the proper effort at that point. Brownmeister says, Bob Jones, what will they be like? I think I'll still have to do some grading on the weekends, but I do hope to be able to get most of my grading done during the week, this coming week, and from now on. Like school gets out at 3 o'clock. From 3 to 3:30, I have tutorials, and then 1 or 2 days a week I'm going to have that club if I get to start it, if the school approves it. But still, many days I will stay about 2 hours late after school and do grading, and so then come the weekend, I should have very little grading left to do. So yeah, I'll be able to play games, go out to movies, spend time with the wife, and obviously do more streaming. Sometimes all those midweek streams I always wanted to do but never had time for, that'll become a reality. It'll be great.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, and the games I want to play, Tyler. Like all those Final Fantasies just got announced for Xbox One and Switch, which is
Yeah, I
pretty
saw
cool.
that.
Very happy about that. Final Fantasy VII. Do they mean? I think they mean the classic Final Fantasy VII.
I'm sure they mean the one that's on Steam and PlayStation 4 right now.
Yeah, and I mean they might as well bring that to everybody because that helps build
Yeah, why
excitement
not?
for the remake.
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't.
Final.
I was actually surprised they weren't already on those. I know that. I guess the history is that Final Fantasy and PlayStation have a thing together, but it's like everything has been ported to everything else. So why wouldn't Final Fantasy?
Yeah, I mean they're all on computer and mobile. Just let it come to
Exactly.
the other platforms.
There's no connection between PlayStation and Final Fantasy anymore.
Wow, our team has a lot of cash.
But yeah, I saw that. I'm interested to see what Chocobo's dungeon is like. That looks kind of interesting.
Oh yeah, it's one of those mystery dungeon games, like Shigen the Wanderer, which is already on PS4, is part of the same sort of series. Like they're two branches of the same series apparently.
Huh.
Yeah, in Japan they're all mysterious dungeon games.
Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon mystery dungeons too.
Hey Jordan650, how are
Which
you?
I've never played.
Yeah, there you go. So I've always wanted to play one of those as well, so if that one turns out well, maybe I'll get it. World of Final Fantasy, that's coming to Switch and Xbox One. That is a Pokemon-style Final Fantasy game, you guys, so it'll be the first real Pokemon-type game for Xbox One. And I already have it on Vita and PlayStation 4. It's really good. I bought that PlayStation 4 version, and then I barely ever got to play it. Like, twice I played it. So, that's going to be cool. Dark6 likes the Sharon games. Is it Sharon the Wanderer? Did I say Shigen? I meant Sharon.
Yeah, I think I played it and I didn't like it. It was too boring.
Well, I mean, we'll see if the Chocobo one.
Yeah, maybe I won't like Chocobo then.
Yeah, we'll see. Nice. Yeah, Brian liked World of Final Fantasy as well, and my son Ethan was into it for a while.
It looks cool. I need to get it at some point for PlayStation.
Yeah, I'm sure it goes on sale sometimes.
Yeah, it hasn't. It's held its value relatively well compared to games of that age.
My bad, Dark6. Thank you for holding me accountable.
I like the little chibi style.
Yes, me too. And you get to meet a bunch of cool classic Final Fantasy characters, kind of like the mobile games, like that Final Fantasy Record Keeper.
That's part of the reason why I haven't bothered with this, because I don't have the nostalgia for Final Fantasy. I don't know who any of the characters are.
But you don't have to enjoy it.
I know you don't have to, but if I did, then I probably would have been more ready to jump all over it.
It's much more about collecting monsters, just like Pokemon. So the story stuff is kind of like just the framework that holds it together, but it's not a big deal. The point is collecting all those monsters and fighting in RPG battles.
Nice.
How much is it? How much is that on PS4? Is it 40 or 60?
I mean, it released at 60. My guess is it'll probably be $50 on Xbox and 60 on Switch.
That'd be reasonable.
It'll probably be full price because it's a first-time release on a new console. Most of the time they go full price or very close to full price.
True. Yeah, I could see 50 like Nier Automata was.
Right. Exactly. And then the Nintendo will get marked up because the Switch tax.
Yes, sadly.
Yep.
Yeah, and by the way, I now could afford to get a Switch this year, but I am still going to hold out in hopes of a hardware redesign, especially because I have so much Xbox and PS4 stuff to catch up on.
Hey, I gotta get running, but I will talk to you later.
Okay, great hanging out with you, Tyler.
See ya.
I miss Tyler. What an SOB. Alright, guys, let me just finish my drink and then we'll call it quits for the night. I have not played Final Fantasy Mobius. If anybody in the audience has, please let us know. Because, yeah, I just don't know about it, unfortunately. I played Final Fantasy Record Keeper, which was a really neat free-to-play Final Fantasy game, but, like, I had to give it up because it was too time-consuming. It was one of those games where you have to dedicate your whole life to it, and that is frustrating. Royal Bob just got into Record Keeper. It's been great hanging out with you all. Those of you who are members of our Discord, just don't forget to come around and chat a little bit. I love to chat with you guys. I miss you from week to week, so we gotta keep up with each other. That is true, Brian. Brian, would you say World of Final Fantasy has more story than the Pokemon games, or is it pretty much the same amount? It has some fancy cinematics here and there. And there are little things where you'll meet somebody from Final Fantasy 1 or Final Fantasy 4 or 6 or whatever, and those are neat times. And like Tyler said, he wouldn't really get a whole lot out of those parts. But still, it's a good way to meet those characters, and maybe you'll be interested in playing one of those games later on, or maybe you'll just see them in another game where they cross over, because there's a lot of those Final Fantasy crossovers. Okay, so it does have a lot more story than a Pokemon game. Thank you for letting us know. So that's something for the RPG fans out there. It's a Pokemon-style RPG, but it's got something of a story. I guess our team has a lot of cash. I got a few achievements out of this, at least there's that. Once again, I'm getting my PS4 Pro, my new red Spider-Man PS4 Pro this coming week. Oh, I am pumped for that. Next weekend, I'm going to have my daughter down. Oh, by the way, guys, I forgot to announce, we have got a new game to stream, and we're going to do it next Saturday. Like, we're going to adjust our schedule a little bit. Next week, we are going to stream RoboCraft Infinity, which is a game where you build your own robots and battle them, I guess, online against other people. But Positive Spin Kim, who a few of you will be familiar with because she helped substitute co-host once, she is into RoboCraft. So she inspired me to ask for RoboCraft Infinity, and we got some Xbox codes for it. We may or may not also have Steam codes for it. We'll see. I think it's a free-to-play game anyway, but, like you want to get stuff. So there'll be good prizes. Yeah, that side of me is always pleased by these streams when we get to earn some achievements. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see, Bob Jones. Alright guys, I gotta go ahead and get ready for work because I still have 2 more weeks working at the hotel. After that, we'll probably go a little bit later on our streams sometimes. Why not? So it's great hanging out with you all. Thank you for the cheers, everybody. Got several nice cheers from you guys. Always fun seeing you. Thank you, Awesome Game Studio, for donating prizes. This game is only $5 on Xbox One if you like the co-op experience. It also has a little bit of has a competitive mode. Great hanging out with you, Shitsu. Mamich, Panjaman, always great to see you. Platinum, Thyridia, Human Brian, Icky, thank you for running the contest again. Bob Jones. Yeah, guys, don't forget, tune in next week for RoboCraft. Join us on Discord, chat with us some when you can. Nice, Wolfblade. See you next week, and whatever you do, don't hate, appreciate. Miss Tyler, what an SOB.